The long-suffering film, Captain America. New World starring Anthony Mackie in the lead role has emerged as the first full-fledged solo outing for the new Captain in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The movie hit theaters worldwide at the end of last week, and to be completely honest, the film has performed in quite an unexpected manner. On one hand, it's clear that the box office returns have far exceeded earlier forecasts, delighting both Marvel fans and Disney's investors. However, on the other hand, the critics' reviews have been surprisingly harsh and overwhelmingly negative. Cinema connoisseurs have essentially anointed the new Cap as one of the worst films in modern Marvel history, and this has raised plenty of questions among audiences. So why did this happen? Is it really the case that the new Captain America turned out to be that poor? Or did the critics, who only months ago were raving about the trailers and praising the promise of an amazing new black Cap, simply change their tune overnight? Not long ago, everyone was talking about how incredible the upcoming Black Cap was going to be, how brilliantly Anthony Mackie would handle the role, and how exciting it was to see Marvel introduce a new, inclusive hero. But now, after the film's release, those same people are openly criticizing it. Let's break down what we know about the new Captain America. In its opening weekend, the film grossed approximately $100 million in the United States and an additional $92 million from the rest of the world. This brings the total box office to $192 million in just a few days, substantially higher than the expectations set just weeks before. To put that in perspective, the new Cap earned in one weekend what one of Marvel's previous films made over its entire theatrical run. At first glance, these numbers point to commercial success, even though audience scores vary depending on the source. General moviegoers rated the film around 80 to 100 points, a respectable outcome, while critics only gave it a 50% approval rating. This discrepancy places New World alongside some of the most disappointing projects in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It turns out that the very critics who were so enthusiastic about the trailers and preliminary materials just months ago are now saying that the film feels flat and dull, lacking in dynamic action sequences with a disjointed narrative and uninspiring special effects. Consequently, the burning question arises: how is it possible that in just a few short months, these critics have completely reversed their opinions, from eagerly anticipating the new Black Cap to now openly condemning it? There are several potential explanations for this dramatic shift. Either one. The first option, the least likely possibility, is that the trailers were truly outstanding, but the finished film turned out to be a letdown. Although this scenario is theoretically possible, it is highly unlikely given the massive resources invested and the careful attention paid by the director and production team to every detail. Therefore, this option probably isn't the primary reason. 2. The second option, a more intriguing possibility from an industry perspective, is that Disney and Marvel may have initially motivated leading film critics to support the project with positive reviews. This early endorsement might have been driven by a desire to create buzz around the new inclusive hero, who was expected to revolutionize the traditional superhero archetype. However, as that motivation waned and the professionals were finally able to evaluate the film objectively, the initial enthusiastic praise quickly gave way to criticism. 3. The third option. And in my opinion, this is the most plausible explanation. Film experts have a remarkable ability to sense shifts in the global entertainment landscape. If just a few months ago the new Black Cap was seen as something wonderful, progressive, and an absolute must-see, now after a significant shift in global trends, Anthony Mackie's casting in the lead role no longer seems as obvious or as successful. Moreover, many have noted that Chris Evans, who previously portrayed Captain America, seemed far more convincing and natural in the role. This is the first time since 2019 that we hear such comments, not from audiences but directly from critics, which underlines a profound change in how the heroic symbolism of Marvel is perceived. Taking these three options into account, one might conclude that the real reason for the critics' shift lies in the changing trends within the film industry. In the past, the usual elements, stunning special effects, a dynamic storyline, and confident acting were enough to overcome any shortcomings. But today's audiences and critics demand something more. A deep narrative, innovative character development, and a reflection of current social issues. This factor might be the decisive element in how the film is received in the long run. Modern American viewers have become far more discerning. They want not only thrilling action sequences and visually spectacular battles, but also a meaningful storyline that reflects today's relevant issues, from social concerns to questions of identity and diversity. If the new Captain America fails to meet these heightened expectations, then it's perhaps not surprising that critics have expressed their disappointment. It's important to note, however, that despite the critics' lukewarm reception, the audience scores remain positive, hovering between 80 and 100 points, which indicates that the film has indeed found its audience. Perhaps it is this audience that will become the backbone for Marvel's future projects. As always, cinema is a living art form that responds to shifts in public opinion. Sometimes even films that initially receive negative reviews from critics eventually gain a cult following due to their unique atmosphere and the sincere emotions conveyed on screen. Additionally, the discussion surrounding the new film has sparked a broad conversation on social media. Users are actively sharing their opinions, comparing the current film to previous Marvel projects, and debating whether the change in Captain America was the right move to continue the legendary franchise. Some commenters even suggest that this shift could be a turning point for Marvel if the studio manages to adapt to the new realities of the industry. It is also worth mentioning that the critics, who once celebrated the enthusiasm for the new hero, now seem so inconsistent that their evaluations raise questions. How is it possible that within just a few months their opinions have changed so drastically? Perhaps it is because filmmakers and critics are always on the lookout for new trends and fresh ideas. In a world where change happens at an astonishing pace, even the most heartfelt expectations can quickly evolve. This can be seen as a sign of the dynamic and objective nature of the professional film community, which strives to stay ahead and respond to the ever-changing reality in real time. Moreover, the casting of Anthony Mackie in the lead role turned out not only to be bold, but also highly symbolic. In an era where inclusivity and diversity have become integral to modern cinema, his appearance on screen represents a new chapter in the heroic saga of Marvel. However, as the critics' reviews have shown, merely changing the actor cannot guarantee success if it isn't accompanied by a well-crafted screenplay, thoughtful direction, and a fresh perspective on the beloved character's story. Many industry experts have noted that the current film is an experiment, a bold attempt by Marvel to reimagine its legacy and update the image of one of its most iconic heroes. And while such an experiment may not immediately garner universal acclaim, its significance cannot be overstated. It is these bold steps that keep the studio relevant and in tune with the rapidly evolving world of entertainment. For the American audience, which has grown accustomed to constant innovation and high-quality standards, this is particularly crucial. In this context, Captain America: New World can be seen as an effort to strike a balance between honoring the classic and embracing new narrative forms. If you haven't seen the film yet, I encourage you to catch it in theaters soon. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more intriguing reviews and film analysis, and please hit the like button if you enjoy our content. Every comment and piece of feedback helps us create content that's even more engaging and useful for all movie enthusiasts. Let us know your thoughts on the change in Captain America's image and how you think this experiment might impact Marvel's future. Your opinion truly matters to us. For those who appreciate a more in-depth analysis, it's worth noting that the change of the lead character raises several questions about the future direction of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Many analysts have already begun speculating on how the studio's approach might evolve, what new themes and storylines could emerge in upcoming projects, and how these changes might affect the global popularity of the franchise. In particular, discussions are underway about the delicate balance between commercial success and a well-developed screenplay, and whether Marvel can continue to meet the demands of an increasingly diverse audience that includes both longtime fans and new viewers. Modern filmmaking trends are setting new rules for the game. Today, a film's success isn't measured solely by its box office numbers, but also by the depth of emotional resonance it creates among viewers. In the age of social media and rapid information exchange, even minor missteps can receive widespread attention. And while the initial audience reactions remain positive, the critics' harsher assessments indicate that there is still a long road ahead toward true cinematic excellence. Perhaps, over time, opinions among both professionals and film lovers will converge into a more balanced view. At the same time, it's important to acknowledge the influence of marketing strategies. Studios often use early positive reviews to create a buzz around a film, and in this case, Disney and Marvel clearly made an effort to. On the other hand, it's also possible that the criticism stems from a broader desire for change within the industry. Today's audiences are looking for more than just visual spectacle. They want emotional depth, compelling characters, and realistic story arcs. That is why even high-budget films can face stringent critique if they fail to connect on an emotional level. An innovative approach, although risky, often ends up being the winning strategy that creates something truly unique. But this path requires boldness, innovation, and flawless execution of every element in the film. When considering the cultural context, it is evident that for residents of the United States, arguably the most diverse audience, issues of inclusivity and representation are of paramount importance. The film featuring Anthony Mackie in the lead role has become a symbol of a new era in the superhero genre, where the focus shifts toward portraying a hero who resonates with the realities of modern society. Many viewers point out that this approach helps create a more open and friendly atmosphere, one that unites people from various cultures and perspectives. This is a crucial step, especially in a time when society is striving for greater tolerance and acceptance of differences. Nonetheless, it is essential to understand that any innovation tends to generate mixed reactions. Some fans welcome the studio's bold move, while others feel that the classic image of Captain America should remain unchanged. This polarization of opinions makes the discussion around the film so vibrant and dynamic. As one noted film critic once said, "Change always involves risk, but it also holds the potential for a groundbreaking breakthrough." Perhaps, in time, both critics and audiences will reach a consensus, and the new Captain America will prove his worth in Marvel's storied legacy. For those interested in the latest news and detailed analyses of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I recommend keeping an eye on specialized film forums and the studio's official social media channels. These platforms are continuously updated with fresh content, interviews with the cast and crew, and analytical articles that help us understand how our beloved franchise is evolving. If you like staying informed, please subscribe to our updates and share your thoughts in the comments. Your engagement truly helps us create content that meets your expectations. In summary, Captain America, New World is not merely another blockbuster, it is an ambitious experiment reflecting current trends in the film industry and global shifts in public perception. Despite the conflicting evaluations from critics and mixed reviews from viewers, the film represents an important step for Marvel, allowing the studio to explore bold new ideas. Perhaps in the future, we will see how innovative approaches and fresh perspectives are seamlessly integrated into the Marvel universe, with public opinion gradually aligning into a more balanced view. It's exciting to see ongoing discussions about what modern viewers truly need. Debates over maintaining the right balance between traditional superhero elements and innovative storytelling are becoming increasingly relevant. This film may well mark the beginning of a new wave of changes at Marvel, where the priority isn't just on spectacle, but also on delivering deep, meaningful narratives that mirror the issues of our time. In this light, the transformation of Captain America's image appears to be a necessary step in adapting to new market conditions and audience expectations. If you'd like to share your opinion, please feel free to leave your comments below. Your voice is incredibly important to us because it's your active participation that helps us refine our reviews and analyses. Subscribe to our channel, hit the like button if you enjoyed this comprehensive review, and share it with your friends. Together, we can keep track of all the exciting developments in the Marvel world and the film industry at large. Remember, every critique and every word of praise matters. We live in an era where cinema is not just entertainment, but a vital part of our cultural dialogue. Every new film reflects our values, expectations, and aspirations. That's why discussions about projects like Captain America, New World go beyond a simple movie review and evolve into a full-blown cultural phenomenon. For those who want to stay on top of all the cinematic news, we highly recommend subscribing to our updates. Follow the announcements, reviews, and exclusive interviews with actors and directors, and you'll always be in the know about what's happening in the superhero world. Our reviews are not just information, they provide you with a fresh perspective on your favorite films, helping you understand their deeper meaning and gauge how well they meet the challenges of our time. The new Captain America has already become a hot topic in film circles, and every release sparks a whirlwind of emotions. On one hand, we see clear commercial success with high box office numbers that underscore the audience's interest in Marvel's new projects. On the other hand, professional critics do not hide their disappointment, pointing out flaws that, in their view, detract from the film's overall impact. This creates a unique scenario where the film enjoys both the support of its fans and severe scrutiny from the experts. In light of these contrasting opinions, it's crucial to remember that cinema is an art form, and every viewer has their own ideal vision. What one person may find unremarkable, another might see as a masterpiece that captures the spirit of the era. That's why we invite you to join the conversation, share your impressions, let us know what you liked, or, conversely, what you think could be improved. We truly value your perspective on the changes in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and your expectations for future projects. For the American audience, accustomed to high quality and deep storylines, it's important to see that beloved heroes remain relevant and reflective of modern realities. The new Captain America isn't just about a change in actor or updated visual effects. It's an attempt to reimagine traditional characters so that they resonate more with today's viewer. That's the true evolution of art, and we're excited to witness these changes unfold. In conclusion, Captain America, New World sparks heated debates and discussions, and perhaps this is only the beginning of a long journey of experimentation for Marvel. Regardless of the critics' harsh reviews, the film's box office success speaks for itself, confirming that audiences are ready to embrace new interpretations and new stories. We hope that the future brings even more captivating projects that blend the best traditions of the past with innovative ideas of the present. If you enjoyed this review, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and leave a comment with your thoughts. Your feedback is invaluable, and we always appreciate hearing from you. Let's continue to follow Marvel's evolution and enjoy quality films that reflect the spirit of our times and unite people around the world. Thank you for watching this review to the end. Stay tuned with us, as there are plenty more exciting updates, analyses, and discussions coming from the world of cinema. Until next time, take care and happy viewing.